Well, good afternoon everybody and welcome back to another episode of From the Ground Up. My name is Jamie and I am your humble host here today. As you can see, we are over at Winterhawk's Auctions where we have, well, we've got our first cows. Lone Oak Farm is having some cattle back and I for one can't wait to get these guys back to the yard. This is not our livestock trailer, this actually belongs to the auction house here. We had to borrow it because we don't have one of our own. But we'll be bringing this one back very shortly, so we'll jump back into the Mac and get this fired up here, and let's get some lights on because we're going to do a bit of a weird turn here. But we're going to take these back up to the yard. We've had a bit of a busy day so far today, and it's nowhere near finished yet. We need to make sure nothing's coming first. We need to take these guys back to the yard. We're gonna where we should be able to. We'll unload them. I've already been away this morning and picked up a trailer load of hay bales, so we're going to have to feed these this cattle, make sure they're all good to go, and then from there we'll be able to actually, all being well, let's just get that indicator turned off, all being well, they should be good to go. They're going to be grazing outside as well, so they don't need a great deal of hay, but they just need a little something to keep them going. I'm going to take it nice and slowly around here. That's perfect. And we'll cruise on over. So we have 14 cows. It's not. We're not going to finish on 14. We do want to get a few more, but for now we've just got to do with what we can. Really, we can only get 14 safely in the trailer at one go. So that will do us there. And then, yeah, we might. I aim if we can get up to about 50 or so to begin with. That should be good. I'd like to get this over 100, but we'll have to wait and see on that front. But yeah, we are going to take this back. Next job after that is once we'll get the cows settled in, we'll give them some food. They've got plenty of water in the trough already, so we'll give them some hay, let them get settled in there, and then our next job will be we're actually going to go and drive a tractor for someone else today. One of our neighbours, I reached out to him just to offer my services really, and he's come back and asked if I would kindly come and give him a hand. So we're going to do a bit of cultivating today, which would be nice. He's a nice guy, I want to help out there. He also has some good size equipment, so the idea is that should we need to, if we do a favour for him now, it might come back and, you know, help us out in a bit of a tricky spot later down the line, which I'm more than sure we'll come up against at some point. So we're just going to roll on through, take it nice and slowly here. It's another beautiful day here, it really is. And we're finally getting some motivation and we're making some good progress here, which is fantastic news. We've also made a big decision. The sugar beet was failing. It wasn't growing properly at all in these conditions. For those of you who don't know, we have a field over the back of those trees there that we inherited, and the previous tenant planted a crop of sugar beet in there for some reason. It's not taken very well, so what we're going to do is we're going to plough that in, or kind of disc it in. Probably have to plough it and disc it just to chop it all up. It would have done wonders for the soil compaction, actually. I think it would have been really good for that because it's going the roots of the sugar beet being a legume would have really penetrated down into the soil, so that'll be good. But we do need to just get rid of that, and we'll get that turned over. We might put some beans into there in the next week or so. So that's going to be interesting. So we'll be able to break out our case for that in the next few days. I think what's likely to occur is we're going to have to go and drive over and pick up our cultivator one of these days. The big cultivator is currently at a yard where we bought it in, because we didn't really have a need for it, but now we're going to have to bring that over because we do need it pretty quickly. So we'll have to look into that. But for now, we're going to just go and drop off these cattle pretty quickly. There's a John Deere parked up there. That has got the trailer load of hay on the back. There's only about 8 bales, I think it is, but it'll be enough to get us going, that's for sure. And yeah, I'm going to pull onto the grass field a little bit here. We'll get these cows unloaded and then we'll take it from there. First thing we need to do is get this gate open. Don't want to crack that at all. So you can see this is quite a nice little setup here. We've got a nice little cattle race, so if we ever bring them back in again, it's very easily done. The old shed is here, still looking in good condition. I'm going to stack some hay bales into there. I think that's where we're going to keep most of them. It's a nice big stacking shed. But yeah, ultimately that's looking very good. So we just need to back in our trailer here. It shouldn't be too difficult. Although my mirror is smashed out at the moment, so we do need to think about that. Okay, that should just about do it. Unload these lovely ladies. And let's go see, the first cows have returned to Lone Oak Farm. What a sight that is. Absolutely delightful. I'm really pleased that we've been able to bring these guys back. Let's try to keep those guys in. So the grass is starting to grow here. There isn't a great deal of it on the floor at the moment, so that's why we're going to bring in some hay just to keep them fed. They've got plenty of water to go at though, so that's good news. But yeah, they just need a little extra fodder really to keep them going. But for now, we're going to park this up. I do have to take this trailer back at some point today. Maybe not quite now, but definitely some point in the future. So we'll get that parked up, and then we'll go and have a look at feeding them, I suppose. Okie dokie then. So we're going to leave this here. It's time for us to go and unleash the bobcat, I think. That seems like a good idea. We haven't got a bale fork for it just yet. But we have got the muck forks that we can use. So we're just going to jump in with that, and then we'll get the... We'll just use one for now. We might stack the rest of them up, but to be honest, I'll probably just leave them where they are, I think. They're nice to finally have some actual work for the bobcat. Excellent. We'll get this around this corner. Perfect. So at the moment, hay prices aren't that bad here, actually, which is fantastic news, because obviously we don't have a great deal. What will be interesting to see, there we go, is how much hay we actually produce ourselves, if we need to buy any more or not. I'm not thinking of doing any forage at the moment. I think we'll just do hay to begin with, and see how we get on there, but it's definitely going to be something we'll have to monitor moving forward. As you can see, we've got some nice looking hay here, actually, some great looking round bales. And we might just take that one off the back there, actually. But I need to get out first, and we'll just unstrap these. This little trailer worked a treat, actually. It's great for just moving a few around at any given time. There we go, we'll take one. We'll probably give them a couple that can keep them going. Okay then, this, despite being such a small machine, the Bobcat's fantastic for handling these bales. It really doesn't feel them at all. Very nice little piece of kit. And our cattle yard isn't the biggest, so we do need a little bit of extra space where we can get it, so this is ideal really, absolutely ideal. And then we'll go one more, probably that other back one I think. Strap off. And around the corner we go. Lovely stuff. So we'll get this bale in. That should do them for now. Actually, I don't think we'll need any more than two. It should keep them going for the short term. But what we will do is we're going to get the rest of these bales unstacked. For which I might just move that John Deere out of the way a little bit. We'll get them stacked up in the shed and unloaded. And that'll keep them out of the way. There might be some rain coming tomorrow, I think. So I'm not going to leave them on the trailer unnecessarily. But yeah, it's great to get the John Deere back out again. Lovely little machine this. Very pleased we picked this up. At the moment it's still a little bit quiet, so we don't have a great deal of work, but I'm sure that's going to change very soon. We've got some soybeans to plant soon, so we'll have to get on there. And then yeah, there's some heavy cultivation work to do as well. So it's gonna be it's getting busy, which is fantastic news. Lone Oak Farm is starting to pick up again. Alright, perfect. So we're going to get these unloaded. It won't take us too long here. And then we'll get ourselves... we probably need to go and shoot off and go and get a little bit of this this field work done for George, who's my neighbour. So we'll go and have a look at that. And see what... I'm not sure even what tractor we're going to drive at the moment. So we're going to see what he's got lined up for us and take it from there. So we'll unload these and we'll catch you in a little bit. Okie dokie folks, we're back on the road. As you can see, we're just heading back up to the store here, but this time we're going to turn right here. And according to George, I need to keep going down until I get to the taco van, which seems pretty easy in terms of directions. Where are you going? Oh, be quiet. So we're going to head on down this road here, see where it takes us, and see what awaits us by the glorious taco van. Aside from tacos, obviously. I think the machine's down there, and what I understand is I think they recently just took some sugar beet off the field and they want to disc it over and work it in before they plant some beans later on in the month. So, but he's a little bit stretched, he's got a lot of work to do elsewhere, so that's why we're going to come in and we're going to take over from that, from him really. Tractor's all parked up on the side there. I know he's a John Deere farmer, so I'm assuming it's a John Deere of some sort. Might be a nice new one, like a 7R or 8R or something, which would be great. Those of you who may have watched this a previous documentary that I was involved in over on the west coast, the farm I was a farm forum for, I drove a 7R series for quite a while, which was nice. So yeah, something like that would be great. Remind me of being back home, I suppose, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a lovely day around here as well, really nice. This driver couldn't go any slower if he tried, I don't think. This is ridiculous. But yeah, the idea is that I thought I'd offer my services here, and then you never know when we might call upon George later on down the road. Oh, there's a set of discs. Oh, and look at that, he's gone old school. What do we have here? Look at that! Nice set of discs, actually. Oh, that's not too bad at all. What have we got here? 4955. That is a lovely John Deere. That is fantastically big as well. Monstrous size machine. Alright, well perfect. I think we're going to get ourselves tucked away and get ourselves going here. I might move the truck just so it's not on the taco store's car park. But it'll be okay there. Let's get into this beast, see if it starts up. Look at this. This is glorious inside. Oh, and it starts as well. Starts on the button. We might just get the window open there as well. I don't think this is going to have air conditioning. Oh no, it does. Look at that. Perfect. Alright then, so we've got quite a big field here to run at. We don't have GPS, so we're just going to have to kind of trust my eye, I guess. But yeah, we will get ourselves going here and just see how this folds down. I'm assuming it's on the spool valve here. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Very nice. Listen to the power there. Excellent. So we're going to get this little kind of, it looks like we're in a little bit of a block here in the corner. We'll get this done first, and then we'll move on to the other side. This, what is this, a creek or a riverbed up here? I'll have to wait and see. Oh, perfect. This John Deere is, it's old, but it's in immaculate condition. Really stunning. So we'll get ourselves tucked in here, and then we'll come back to you when we've got a little bit better foothold and idea of what we're doing here. This is a bit of an odd shaped field actually, the more we get into it. Really peculiar shape. Not to worry, we'll have to keep pushing on. Let's hope we don't go into the... This looks like a little riverbed here. We've got a beautiful sunset to work into as well. That looks fantastic. Absolutely stunning. So we will crack on, we'll get this done, and then we'll come back to you when we're a little bit further down the line. Alright, so I've decided we're going to go and start at the other end of the field. There's a few people having something to eat at the taco stand there, and I'm raising quite a bit of dust around them. So, courtesy to those guys, we're going to start ourselves up here. And we'll chug on up the hill, and then back down, and yeah, we should get some nice long runs going here. So we'll see how this all turns out. The discs are around about 8 meters long. The John Deere seems to be pulling it very well. As we come over the brow of this hill towards the sunset, This is looking rather stunning. I'm not sure when he's going to drill these, but we'll have to wait and see on that front. So we are just over the other side of that tree line there, really. That's where our fields start. And in fact, you can see, well, you can't quite see because of the window, but there's the lone oak itself. So you can see we're really not far away from our yard, which is fantastic news, actually. So we might just drive back through the fields when we're done. But for now, we're going to keep plugging away here, see what we can get ourselves into. But for now, we're going to keep plugging away here to see what we can get covered. Before it gets too dark. Hopefully we can get this field all done before the end of the day, but we'll have to wait and see on that front. But a beautiful skyline to work into, absolutely stunning. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to keep pushing through here. This is quite a long field, nice long runs actually. It's very nice to work in. But we've got plenty to do, so we're just going to keep cracking on into the evening, see how far we get. At this stage though, I would like to say thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly hosts my little blogs or episodes, entries into the journey of From the Ground Up here. So thank you ever so much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one, where we'll probably be back. We're going to have to get the contractors in, I think, to come and put some anhydrous ammonia down as we cultivate and plough in the sugar beet field. So that's probably going to be the next task before we eventually get this drill some beans. So that's what we'll be looking into in the next couple of days and weeks, and we will see you for that, and we'll bring you along for the ride. So until then, do stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next one.